It's almost time for the Thanksgiving long weekend, and while many are looking forward to breaking bread with family, there's a big portion of our population who don't know where their next meal will come from. The Daily Bread Food Bank says need for its services in Toronto are reaching record levels right now. Last year, the organization saw more than 3.75 million visits. This year, visits are expected to surpass 4 million. Officials at Daily Bread say demand for food banks is up nearly 5 times since the pandemic. Neil Hetherington, CEO of Daily Bread, knows the pressure nonprofits are feeling right now and joins us in studio right now. Thank you so much for being here with us on City News 24/7.
Glad to be here.
Let's start with the numbers and the need right now. What are you seeing when it comes to how many people are turning to your organization for support?
Yeah, so October 27th is when Daily Bread, along with Food Banks Canada, will release our annual numbers. And to give you a sneak peek, the numbers aren't good. It's another record. We will surpass that 4 million mark. And to give you context, it took 38 years for the Daily Bread to serve 1 million people in the city of Toronto. And then it only took 2 years to get to 2 million, and then 1 year to get to 3 million, and then another year, and now we're at 4 million. And so it has been incredibly difficult, but the community volunteers, the agencies of the Daily Bread Food Bank all across the city of Toronto have risen to the occasion, because we know that there is a moral obligation to do it, and it has fueled a sense of righteous indignation of the policies that need to be changed within our city, within our province, and our country.
We heard about the need. It's massive right now, and it's serious and significant right now. But when you look at the year-over-year growth, you said, there's some positivity there.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm a hopeful guy. I'm an optimistic guy. You have to be, and so the growth rate the previous year was 38%. This year it's 18%. That's still horrific. I mean, our population is actually decreasing in the city of Toronto, and so we have an 18% growth. That is a real problem. But you've got to find these signs of hope. And so I have hope in that. I have hope in the fact that governments are now starting to build affordable housing. I have hope in the fact that we have introduced, and payments are now going out for the Canada Disability Benefit. So people are responding to the advocacy work of the Daily Bread Food Bank.
Anytime we talk about numbers, the question is always why. Why are the numbers so high? It boils down to food insecurity and the factors that contribute to that. Can you talk a little bit about what are we missing from this conversation here? Why aren't we able to tackle this problem?
Yeah, that's the fundamental question. And you can simplify it. I mean, it's complex, but you can simplify it into 3 things. First, we don't have affordable housing. We used to build affordable housing in Canada. We don't do that anymore. The second is we treat people on disability abysmally. Somebody on disability receives about $1,400 per month to survive on. I don't know how you even make a rental payment with $1,400. And so they're $1,000 below the poverty line. They're in extreme poverty. And the third thing is the rise of precarious employment. And so if you take those 3 things together and you say, how do we build a better Canada? You address each one of those 3 one by one, and I have no doubt that we'll be able to make sure that this Thanksgiving, that every Canadian can thrive in their community.
Every year, you and I, around this time, we tend to talk about this very issue, and it's always these daunting numbers and realities of the fact that more people are struggling. Do you ever get frustrated that we're not really getting to the root of the issue?
I think you need to make sure that you chip away at these things. Otherwise, you'll lose hope. So we started to say, who is a chronic user of food banks? And it's individuals forced into deep poverty. And so we advocated for the Canada Disability Benefit. We started to realize that affordable housing, well, not started to realize, but we saw it year over year that affordable housing was rising, or the lack of. And so we started to advocate for rent supplements, and we advocated for the Canada Builds Home program, and now $13 billion is coming across the country. Those are the types of programs that if you get them instituted, we'll start to see a difference in poverty reduction.
Okay, Thanksgiving is coming up. This is around the year where you're seeing a ramp up in volunteers and donations as well. You're bringing together 200 volunteers this weekend for a Thanksgiving sort. So walk me through what kind of impact the event will have, and also how can people get involved and provide supports?
So everybody can get involved. They can drop off food at any fire hall. They can make a donation to the Daily Bread Food Bank. We need to raise about $4.4 million. We're only about 50% of the way there. But not everybody can drop off food or funds. Not everybody has that capacity in their life right now. But everybody can advocate for change. Everybody can write, any elected official, doesn't matter which party, doesn't matter which level of government, they can say, we've got to institute some policies to reduce food bank lineups. But this Thanksgiving, it will be hopefully a joyous occasion for the people who are volunteering, who know that as they give their time and they sort food alongside our mayor, that they will be making a difference on the tables of families who are food insecure. And we will also be, telling each of those families, here's what's going on with food insecurity, and it'll hopefully be a worldview change for each of those children.
Yeah, it's going to take everybody to fix this issue.
It sure will.
Neil Hetherington, thanks so much for coming here.
Thank you.